everyone. It's Kevin with South Austin Senior Activity Center, SASAC. Hope you guys are doing well out there. So earlier we did a crustless quiche. We have the leftover eggshells from that and the tomato seeds from that, and then just some potting soil that we can throw in there. And what we're gonna do is build just some little seedlings that you can use, have them inside, and then when they sprout, you can move them to smaller pots, you can move them outside, wherever you want. But this way you just have something to do while you're indoors, just some plants. So this project is actually pretty easy. We just have these eggshells from earlier. We broke them towards the top so that we have most of the eggshell remaining. And then I rinsed them earlier, that way there's not egg stuff in there, egg yolk, whatever eggs have in them. And you take some potting soil, and it's important you have potting mix. Potting mix retains moisture. It helps the plants put out roots. It's not as compact as normal soil. I'm not a plant expert, but get that in there. All right, so we have the soil in there, and now we're gonna put 3 or 4 seeds in them. Not all the seeds will germinate, and so putting more seeds in there just helps the chances, make sure you get a couple of sprouts out of all of them. I washed the seeds earlier too, so they're not all covered into whatever tomatoes have in them. All right, so now, normally you would just sprinkle some water on there. You want to moisten the soil, but you don't want it sopping wet. Too much water will promote mold in the plants and all that, and it'll kill your plants. But just moisten the water, moisten the soil a little bit, and then you don't have to put it in the sun. The seeds haven't germinated yet, so they don't need sunlight. Just water them and then put a little bit of plastic wrap on them, and it makes it like a greenhouse. It keeps the water in there, it keeps the soil from drying out, and you just leave it on there for about 4 or 5 days, and you should start to see some of the seeds germinating, at which point you can remove that and then start putting it in the sunlight. And so you put the plastic on there and you can just cover it. They'll start germinating in a couple of days, and you can plant them then, or you can put them into a larger planter, keep that indoors. Windowsill is a nice place. You can stay inside while growing these plants. Once they start getting a couple inches tall, maybe 2 or 3 inches, every day you can blow a little fan on them for about 10 minutes, very light speed. It helps strengthen the stalks, and then that way when you put them outside, they'll be able to support themselves. But once they're 6 inches or so, you can, if you have a garden plot, you can move them out there, but as they get larger, you'll just want to put them in larger pots or move them to outside plot. It's really up to you. After the last frost, which I don't think it's going to get too much colder from now on, so you can move them out whenever you feel like, as long as they start getting big enough.